Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here January 11th, and I just want to give you guys an update of the stocks that I had from last week and what it turned out to be this week, and what all went down ever since, from last video. So I want to show you guys that I still got, Palantir, HSTO, I still got Square, AIM, CNSP, ABO, FAMI, AKBA, ARCW, Rocket, and I still got that ALRN, APEN, mRNA, Moderna. That's a new one that I just added on Friday. And then I added ears on Friday. And I think I had this one from the last video. And then I added JAG-X today, and that one is actually, if you guys look, that one has me on the red pretty bad, but I'm not gonna worry about it because I heard good news about this company, and as long as this one right here stays above the $350, I'm not gonna worry about it. If it goes below 350, I'm just gonna have to sell it and take a loss on it and move on. And so sometimes, that's what, in these in this trading, everybody takes losses every now and then, and you can't sit here and cry about it, or you just. And then back in the day, what I used to do when I take a loss like that, which actually it wouldn't really be considered a loss because I haven't sold it yet. So you know, I wouldn't consider it a loss yet. Now I said it. Now, like I said, if it does go below 350, then actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it more, and you guys can get a better view of this and why I believe that. But anyways, I want to talk about all these and update you on what has happened here, and so now I'm not gonna talk about all of them today. I don't want to take up too much time because I know the longer the video, the boring it gets, and I don't want to bore you guys neither. So, but I do want to talk about my penny stocks and the ones that I plan on trading or selling here pretty soon once they reach the targets that I have set for them. So let's talk about HSTO. I think I talked about that the last time. Let's go here. Okay. HSTO. Now, on that one, if you remember on the last video, I told you guys that this one was it had an offering, and so let's look at a 9-month period. Okay, so it had an offering, and ever since that offering on this day right here, it fell below that dollar. You see that? And ever since that, it fell below a dollar to the lowest of 74 cents. So if you seen this that day, and you've been following this stock for a while, let's say before this, then you would have caught this at this level right here. And, you'd be up pretty good amount. That's 74 cents to 90 cents. That's a pretty good amount. That's like I don't know. So let's see, 70 cents. That'll be almost like a quarter. That'll be like 25%. So. But on this one, I'm not, like I said, there was an offering at a dollar, so we're way below that. You guys can see that. So we're 90 cents right now. So once this one crosses that dollar mark, I'm gonna be heavy on watching this one because I might sell some of it around this area right here, like this. Ooh, sorry, my phone keeps. But I'm gonna be watching it around $1 because that it's gonna reach a dollar for sure from that offering, and so but it could either fall from here too. So but I gotta be heavy on that one. So but this one I'm waiting till a dollar. So if you do plan on, if you got your account set up and everything, you do want to go ahead and start buying, testing the waters out a little bit. This one's a good one still that you can, purchase under $1 and maybe, from 90 cents to $1, that's 10%. So, if you put in 100, that'll be $10. If you put in 1,000, that'll be $100, and so forth. So that's one of those. Okay, let's go talk about that other one. Square, I told you guys I'm gonna hold that one long term, so I'm not even gonna get into that one. Now this one, if it does go down, if this one does get on the red, the only thing I'm gonna do is just come back and buy more. So add on to my position and just let it grow, because Square, like I said, it's a growth company. To me, it looks like it's gonna do pretty good. So, I mean, in the last year in the pandemic, this stock was I remember it being like at $60, and like from 60 to 200. I wish I could have bought it and held it, but like I said, I'm not really much of a long-term investor. Which this year I plan on doing that. I plan on investing long-term on a few stocks here. So, but that's one of them, and this one's one of them. So I'm not even gonna get into details with those. But let's look at AIM here. This one, I'm really happy the way this one is working out. I'm gonna show you guys. See, so you guys see my red lines right there again. So if you remember last week, we were, I think, somewhere around here. I think I don't remember. Let's see. This is today. That was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I think I made that video about here. So as you guys can see from that day, it reached a price target of $2. And I sold some of it. Usually what I do is I'll sell 30%. So I sold 30% around 2. And look at that. It looks like these, from Friday and today, it looks like 2's been holding up pretty well. So I'm going to be expecting this one to run up to the 220s area here pretty soon. Probably by the end of the week, I hope. Or it might even take longer. Sometimes it'll, sit here flat for a few days, and then it'll do this thing, but yeah. So that one's one of them that's working out perfectly for me. Okay, let's look at another one here. Okay, that one. There's another one that I told you guys about that had an offering not too long ago. CNSP right here, 184. Now this one, I'm expecting this one to go to $2 in a little bit. It might take, like I said, it might take a couple days, but patience is key here in trading, because if you don't have that patience, then you lose out on some money or maximizing your profits. But as you can see, this stock, I mean, I like this chart. This is like, just bottom play. Look at that. Right now it's at the low. Look at that. If you go back in September and November, it was around this price, and look what happened in November. It was at the lowest was at 162, the high 185, 170. That's the open 170. So you see here, whenever it touched that price right here, it just rose to 350. Just that's double your money pretty much. So. And then it's doing the same thing here. And like I said, it's got public offering at 2, some warrants at 220. So I'm confident on this one here. So you guys can see that. I mean, this chart is pretty. I like it. It's found. It's found its bottom. You guys can see that. That's just the bottom right there. Look at that. So as long as it doesn't break this red line and goes below that, I'll be in good shape. And I could just see it coming up, but I'm not gonna, I'm gonna sell some at 2, maybe hold some of it, if it holds at $2 level. And if not, what I'm gonna do is sell 30% here. If it doesn't hold, it'll come back to, this support zone. If it holds on to it, I might add more. and just keep on doing the same, process like I've been explaining to you guys how I do my trading, because this is what probably can happen here. Is gonna probably go sideways, for a while from one the low of 165 to 2, you know. So it's probably going to be bouncing back and forth on those prices, but never know unless they get good news or something and the stock price, just skyrockets, then that'll be great too. So ABO, let's look at that one. I'm liking that one too. That one is really doing what I want it to do. So that one, as you can see, I got my red lines here. And then, so this one, if you look back from last week's explanation, we were like around here. And so you guys can see that this one's just been, trying to take its course up to the next resistance zone, which is about this area, $460. Now on this one, I think I am going to sell it all at 460 because on this one I do have a feeling that it is going to, go back to the 460 and then it can drop back down to the 4. But like I said, once it gets to the 460 area, I'm going to keep, that's a heavy resistance. You can see that twice, I mean, it went up a little bit more here, but if you look at that, that tells me that it reached up to 460, 470, maybe 4. Let's see. Wait. Let's see. It reached as high as 475. So if it breaks that 460, it can go as high as 475, and if it gets rejected there again, we're going back down to the 4s. So you can see that, rejection here, bam, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, possibly rejection here too. So, but we just gotta go with the course. So this one, I'm gonna keep on working with this one until we get that 460 here. Okay. FAMI, that's another one that's pretty good too. I was actually doing some research more on that one over the weekend and looking at articles and seeing, and actually on this one, what I noticed is that there is, I think, like 80% of insiders own this. 80% of insiders own this company. When there's a lot of insider ownership, to me that sounds really good, because that tells me that they strongly believe in their business. And so that to me, and then if we go back and look at the charts, you'll see here that, come on man, sorry my phone is slow today, but look at that, this chart, this is a 9-month period. This is from, look at that, man. If we could have just had this at 46 cents, man, we done triple, quadruple our money right here, But like I said, the stock market is very unpredictable. You never know. And then so here, I found a support, $1.10, which actually we now have a new support at that's forming at $1.20. You can see that. The last trading session on Friday went as low as 120. Today, as low as 120. As long as it holds at $120. Let me draw that red line so that way I can see new trend line. No, that's not what I want. Okay, here, new price level. All right, so you guys can see how that 120 last week, 120 was a resistance zone. You see that 3 days it tried to go above that, but it got rejected. 3 days, then it came back to 110. Okay, and then from there we started going back up even to as high as 130. But you guys see that 2 days it got rejection. So when it's like that, it kind of scares me. But that means that it could fall to the 110. and I'll be okay with that. What I'll do is I'll just add more, as long as it doesn't fall below that one, below that support zone, my initial support zone that I got, which is right there. You guys can see that. You guys can see. I don't know. This screen is not the greatest, but you guys can see right there. 110. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days it touched that. Even back here you can see. Even back here you can see that it's kind of, it went a little bit below, but you know, that was the main, you know, our main support area right there. So now 120 is our, seems like our new support, and so as long as it holds that, it's just gonna keep going. You know, it could keep going up. It might take, you know, another raid day, a little bit here, and then, or it can just fall here. You know, so it's just, you know. But yeah, there's FAMI there, and then AKBA, that one right here. That one's doing pretty good too, and now here, if you can look here, you know, it looks a little bit different in the last video because I did sell some. You know, like I told you, I have my price targets, and every price target it hits, I'll go ahead and sell some of it, and then and hold the rest for in case it decides they want to run or something. Actually, this one's been running pretty heavy these last not a couple days, but you know, before I got into it, you know. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But see, look at this one. This one was at $10 not too long ago, 13, and then it's been trying to pick itself up from here, but you know, it hasn't. So you know, like if you guys see that it went as far as $4, right? And then it just came back, and right now it's trying to pick itself up, right? Remember the red lines that I've been drawing on here? Last week were about here. Somewhere around here. I don't remember where, but I think like around here. And you know, we reached our first price target, sold, and same thing is going on here. $3 is our new support zone. That was a resistance zone, but now it's a support. So as long as it holds at $3, it's gonna be, you know, we're gonna be good and well off to the 320. But if it doesn't hold on, which actually I don't know, because we had a double top right here. You see that? Yeah, Friday it tried to, and then it got rejected. The resistance of that day, which was 315, and then the next day was 315. See that? 315, 315, 315. So we have a new support, but we have a new resistance, 315. So what could happen here is it can trade in between these two, you know, until it breaks out or breaks down. So, and you know, like I said, I got a plan for either direction. If it goes back down to the 280, I already sold most of it. I only got on that one. I've only got $512, which 168 shares. So you know, I had like 1,005, I think, or 1,002. I don't remember exactly how much I had, but I was, you know, selling, you know, as I reached my price targets. And this one here is another ETF, and I'm not gonna get into that one because that is another long term for me. So is Rocket, you know, that one fell down a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry about those. Now let's go in here. This one, I haven't really messed with it, which actually I wish I could have bought this when it was like at $1.20 last week, because from 120 it ran to $2, and look, I mean, I was negative 50% on this one, which I mean, it's $1, so one share, it didn't really hurt me much. But I just put this one here to put it, you know, to add it to my watch list. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll buy a share of something, and I'll add it to my watch list, and then work from it, you know, work from there. So, you know, but this one, I don't know. Where is it? Right here. Okay, and then Moderna, that one's a new one. I added that one because I read good news about it. It seems like all the, you know, this is one of the companies that's actually doing the coronavirus vaccine. Moderna is, and so is Pfizer. Um, Now on Moderna, what I read about is that it said something about that everybody that took the Moderna shot, they haven't got sick or so it's working. Like it's they're I believe in this company because it's just they've been around for a very long time and so. But like always, you can never out. You always have to have your stops on this and avoid losing money. See, like for instance, on this one, Moderna, um, as long as it doesn't go below $100, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna be okay with it. Since I'm starting on it, I don't know. The support zone looks like to be 100 right now, and so as long as it stays above that, then I will keep adding mRNA. But you see here, you see your support. We got like a little support at $100 right here, double bottom, and so as long as it doesn't go below that, I'm gonna hold on to this. And if it does come to that 100 and I see that it holds it, what I'll do is I'll just start adding more. But if it goes below that 100, I'm gonna sell it and let it wait for it to find another support zone, and then I'll come back to that one. But a lot of people, what they do is they'll hold on to the stock and they will average down. For instance, like let's say somebody would have bought this stock at, let's say somebody would have bought it at $1.40, right? And you seen it fall to 100. Some people would buy some more shares here to average, to lower their average down and to try to recuperate some of those losses. But I've done that in the past, and man, I wouldn't recommend doing that because when a stock is falling, you don't know when it's gonna find the bottom. So, but as far as this chart goes, I like it, and like I said, as long as it stays above 100, I'm gonna hold on to it and keep adding more to it. Because this one might be a long term. I don't know, kind of a little when it has to do with the coronavirus or something. I'm kind of little worried because what if something bad happens, and then you know what I'm saying, and then we'll get affected by it as well too. So and you don't want to be in that caught up in that situation. So here's a new one that I added, ears at $2.60. This one. Okay, see this one. If you guys I've been studying on this one as well, looking at my charts. This one looks like it's found a nice support zone a little bit below that, like about 242, about 245. So 242 is the lowest we got since December. So this one I haven't really studied much on this one yet, but I will be studying more on this one. Now this one, as long as it doesn't go below that 140, I'm gonna hold on, or that 240, I'm gonna hold on to it, and play with this one for a little bit. But we'll see where it goes on that one. Okay, and then I got that Fubu TV. That one's down a little bit, which I got 1,300. So it's down. Like 70 cents. So it's, it looks like a lot, but it's really not. But like I said, on that one I plan to hold on to it for a while because I think it's gonna go back up, possibly to the 40s, 50s, and maybe even back to the 60s. Because it seems like a good company, and it seems like they're gonna do pretty well. But and then this one, Jagex. Let me talk to you about this one now. A lot of people talk about the pretty things of the stock market, but what about the ugly things? Let me tell you now. Let me tell you how I messed up today on that company Jagex, and how being impatient will hurt your account and will even, make you quit trading. You know what I mean? So what? Oh, that's Jagex. JagX. Okay, so if you look at that one, I was in a red day. I I decided to jump in on a bad time. So now I want to show you why I decided to jump at the time that I did and where I failed. But like I said, I didn't sell. I'm gonna hold on. Could possibly come back to $4, which now it looks like $4 may be my resistance. So if it goes that back to $4, I better sell it, and recuperate my losses here. So okay, so this is what happened here. Let me do 5 days. So this is 5 days, 4 days, and each one of these candles represents 30 minutes. Okay, all right. So on Friday, I looked at this on Friday. If you could look here, you can see how on Friday that 350 was, an area of support before it started rising back up. But then I noticed that Friday evening, it seemed like $4 right here was, pretty good, support a support price. So today, this morning, this from $4 it rose to $5, and it came to $4, and this is when my dumbass decided to come here and buy it at $4. But you see, it broke that support zone, and so we went right back down. Come on. And so we went, all the way to as low as 380. Wait. As low as, wait, no, this one. As low as 320. See that? So this one here, what I plan on doing is, it looks like 350, just like what was going on Friday. Remember Friday right here, 350, same thing going on right here. So if it holds at 350, I'm gonna hold on to this one for a little bit, because it could, if it does go to my $4, and I do see that it's, it's a lot of selling pressure, and people are selling at this area. This is where I'm gonna be selling, and getting rid of this one, and just let it let it go, and take a small loss on this one. So, but this one I try to day trade, but if you guys can look here, I obviously messed up on this one, and I try to work on it, and try to get out with a minimal loss here. So, but look, this is after hour. This, the stock market is still open right now. So they close here in about an hour. It's 6 right now, so at 7 Central, stock market is, right now, the time that the stock market is open, it's called after hours. So we're in the after hours right now, and sometimes some of these stocks would, after hours would just start climbing up, because they have good news. And so this one actually had good news, and that's the reason why I got in this one, because I think the news is something about they came up with a drug for dogs that's supposed to be like anti-diarrhea, and I think anti-inflammatory, or some other things. I need to get back to the article to remember about it, but they're gonna, they were so positive with it, and it came out they had positive results from it. And so the reason why this company went up, because they said that they're going to use this medicine for coronavirus victims that that get like diarrhea, and so, because when you get something like that, you're gonna have other types of complications, and different people get different symptoms. And so these companies gotta work on those symptoms, and try to help out with the with that coronavirus and what it brings to people. So, but but yeah, that's that one. And I mean, you guys can see here, and then so yeah, that one. And this one, I believe they're gonna have a conference call. I think on the 15th, I believe it is. I'm not. I need to get back into the website to double check on that. But usually, they like I said, in their website, they got their information. They got their their news and all that. And so, but you guys can see on my swing trading, everything's working out perfectly. As planned. But I'm a day trading. It wasn't too great. Day trading, I advise you not to get into it because it is really hard, and you have to have a lot of work behind it, and you have to strategize and have a plan, and it's kind of like playing chess, so you have to be very careful with when you do day trading because look, 137. Oh, and I had another one. Here that I took a loss on. That was not the only one. Here, this one. I bought this one on Friday. Why? Because look, it was at $3 for a very long time. Look at that. Even today, it was at $3. But I noticed something. I noticed it broke below that $3. You see that? Well, here, let me make it easier on you guys. All right, you see that red line? You see how it went below that? Look at that. It's gonna now. It broke that $3. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do with this one? I lost $100. That's okay. I'm not gonna stress on it. I'm not gonna worry about it. What I'm gonna do is, and I'm not gonna revenge play this, because that's how you lose your money. When you lose money and you try to revenge and get that money quick, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? So in this case, in this circumstance, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna look at this one tomorrow, and I'm not gonna buy into it or nothing. I'm just gonna look at it. Okay, so I'm gonna look at it. If it goes to that $3, which obviously is going there tonight, you can see that. Still look. It looks like from 290. It's been picking itself back up, but we could have a strong resistance here at $3. So I don't know where this stock is gonna go from there. I don't know. Can't really tell on this one yet. This is not an ideal play to right here we got a bottom, but let's look. This is how you find the bottom. Sometimes you have to look back far. Okay, you see back here how $3 was our resistance, and then it went to 250 and it tried to go back to $3, but it just didn't want to. And so we can possibly have the same problem right here. Look at that. Here, let me make this. Come on. So see, $3 became a resistance zone right here, and it could possibly become a resistance zone right here, or it can fall back to 250. If you look here, 250 was our last resistance support zone. So yeah, so I believe that's all I got for now, and you guys can see, on that swing trading, and when you study these charts and you prepare and you make a plan, then you can start doing good. But if you just jump into something and for instance, like how I did without putting more work into it, you lose. And so like I said, there's good, there's great rewards in this, but there is a lot, you can easily lose your money in the stock market if you don't pay attention to what you're doing and be on top of every play and try to work on it. So See, you guys see that I got, on that stock tweets, I got, people that I follow that, they look like they do pretty good, and that's how I get some of my stocks as well. That's I don't usually I don't buy when people tell me to buy because uh, I feel comfortable if I go look at the company and then I look at the all the financials and who like do institutions own this company, do insiders own this company, look at things like that. So I'm more like of a technical analysis type of trader, so I worry more about like I look at the charts and things like that, and since I don't plan on holding most of these stocks for a very long time, I just don't, I just look for basic info. I'm not, I don't look deep, for instance, like, on, let's see, which one am I, A-Pen. This one, I want this one to go to, I have only $189. I want this one to go to $3.35. That's what I want this to go. I don't know if it will go or not. Like I said, the stock market is unpredictable. Nobody will ever know where things will head, Even the most advanced trader, they don't know. So, but you guys see here, it tried to break that 350 support zone. It just wouldn't do it. It went to 340. I didn't have buying power, so I couldn't buy it today since I blew it on those stupid trades. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow will be another day. We can make that money back quick. So I ain't worried about it. But anyways, so yeah, this one 350. I like that. If it holds at if tomorrow, if it holds at 350, then I like it because see, it tried to go below that, but it actually ended above 350, and I like that. I like that it ended above that red line there. So so yep, that's all I got for now. And like I said, you guys got any questions, or if you guys want to really get into it, and you guys gonna put money into something, you want to ask me a couple questions, or then you guys are welcome to like I said, comment here or message me or whatever. And so this so I guess that's all I got for today, and I will try to, by the end of the week, if not over the weekend, try to do another video, another update on this, and that way you guys can see. I'm gonna try to do one every week. Now that I'm picking up on my other job, on my other business, it's gonna be a little bit hard, but I think I need to adjust myself and my timing to where I can be able to do this and do my other my other stuff too. So, but anyways, you guys, thanks for watching, and you guys have a safe and blessed rest of the day.